Everybody. What's good? What's good? I always come on here messing with the screen. I like when they put different filters on here just for me to play with. Okay, I like that one. I like it. Let's see if I can adjust this. What's good? What's hood? I advise. Welcome to Hood View. You are here with Hood, having a hood conversation. I want to take the time out to say thank you, God, thank you, angels, thank you, ancestors. We have topics, titles, thunders, and truth. Hopefully, you got your tea, your coffee, your soda, or whatever kind of beverage you like of your choice, or swallow. All right, the title should say he, she does spells, or he does spells, she does spells, and the spells don't work. Okay, so what I wanted to do was, since this just came to mind, I didn't pull a title except for the title is God had us hide you as a nobody. That way, all will know your gifts come from God. Um, I wanted to pull two overcard energies for the spell work that they tried to do. Like, what spell work did this masculine do? And what spell work did this feminine do? And what's attached to that, you know? Because we can go on and on and on about, like, okay, they did money spells, they did beauty spells, they did family spell, whatever, but I just want to see what kind of ritual, because it feels like to me like it was a main ordeal. Plus, when I was putting the cards back from the previous read, I split the deck and the Nine of Wands was showing itself. So to me, yes, that's the Wounded Warrior, but I'm getting like hater vibes. That's my hater vibe card. Um, Somebody that's been watching you on the sidelines that feels some type of way about you. Oh, you just make me cringe. First of all, bitch or bitch nigga, mind your own motherfucking business, okay? This is Hood's channel. You know what I'm saying? This is God's channel first and foremost. But first and foremost, excuse me, I don't even know why I'm baffling. Maybe this is what they be doing, like spying and looking or whatnot. Like, I just feel like this is God's platform and I'm just the MC, okay? Ain't nobody coming up in here trying to conduct anything, but that's just a side note. That's neither here or there. I haven't even grabbed any cards or whatnot, but like I said, I just felt like this is somebody that's been side eyeing you for a while. What is it that you have? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Or whatnot, whether it's a female or a male or whatnot, because it's two of them. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna dive in deep or whatever, however it go. You know what I'm saying? To see what the initial spells that they were trying to use towards you. Okay? So I'll go shuffle this deck a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate the likes. It's not expected, but I appreciate it. Okay. Just want to mix this deck up a little bit. So I almost said miss. So something that they wanted you to miss out on, along with them doing this spell work. You were supposed to miss something. Or they missed a dosage or something, or missed some type of ritual that they were doing or whatever to keep this spell intact or some shit or whatever. I don't know. I'm just winging it. Because they're very secretive, like cockroaches, you know what I'm saying? When the lights come on, they get to scattering, Because you got the raid and you done turned the lights on. Okay. Alright, so I got the card for the overall masculine, what kind of spell he was trying to do, okay? But let me get the card for the overall feminine. And they randomly pulled. I don't even know what they are. We're doing this together. Sit here and talk to y'all while I shuffle, okay? Face down. It's face down. I don't even know what it is, okay? I'm gonna sit it up here though. Yeah, face down. For the feminine. Okay. God said put a spread out here real quick too. Face down. Alright. That's what we gonna do. Just gonna mix it up a little bit. Alright, that's good. Let's cut it. 6 cards, face down. It's gonna be our storyline along with the spells that they cast. What's good? What's hood? Were you right on time? Okay. Alright, so 6 cards to get a storyline. I'm not even gonna look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. We'll do that in between. So to be fresh. Alright. So this card over here is the masculines or whatnot. Let me see. This card over here is the masculine. This card is the feminine. Okay. The spells that they done. Let's see. Masculine. Oh. He wanted to be an emperor. He wanted to be an emperor. I want to be king of all kings. King of all kings is what this is. Alright. So let's sit and marinate on that. The king of all kings, the initiator. The boss. I want to be the boss. So this masculine had Judas spirit energy. So it was right there next to the... They wanted to be one of the head honchos, but couldn't be. They had cowardice. I'm hearing cowardice. I don't think that's a word. A coward. Okay. So this masculine was doing emperor rituals. So they wanted to be crowned king. So they was very narcissistic. I'm getting very narcissistic vibes. Very controlling. Mimicky energy. I'm getting a mimicker. Somebody that just steals people's scripts, like write things down. Let me write down how you do what you do, whatever, and then try to... It's an idea thief. I'm getting a lot of things off of this emperor as far as in the spell work ritual that he done. Okay. So let's see what this falsified feminine, what spell ritual she decided to do. Okay. 8 of Wands. Okay, so 8 of Wands is like connections, networking. You know what I'm saying? 8 of Wands is about networking, swift, quick communication. It's Sagittarius energy. It's expansion. So this falsified feminine wanted to expand horizons. I'm hearing horizons. This falsified feminine was also idea thief. But they wanted to be seen. They wanted to I keep hearing expansion. Sagittarius energy might be significant, because Sagittarius is about expansion. It's the temperance. Temperance is not out here, but it could be like trying to shapeshift. I need to shapeshift. I need that look. I need that idea. I need that. I'm getting so much. And then I also heard, quit talking, bitch. I heard that. Quit talking, bitch. Alright, so we're going to dive even deeper, y'all. Okay. With the spell work that they did. Because we still got our storyline up here. Our spread. So one wanted to be crowned emperor. So they were very narcissistic. And they wanted to be able to be in control. Be the leader. And then one was wanting expansion. Wanted to see. Wanted to travel. Wanted to network, wanted to be the life of the party, wanted to be the one that was seen, have all the connections or whatnot. Okay. Alright, so the storyline behind this is, let's see, let me turn these cards over. We got the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Oh. So they was going to suit out or sought out the main character. Whoever the main character was, it really didn't matter. Whoever the main character energy was that they could access, they were going to try to absorb that energy. They was going to ride the wave along, studying, taking notes to steal what was destined for you on the sly. It's like a student, but slash hidden enemy type of vibe. So I'm going to pretend to be your friend so I can learn your gifts and try to use them against you or to overthrow you and act like the gifts came from me. Was there a spell from those two different angles? On one end, I'm going to watch you be the authoritative figure, the leader, so then that way I could take notes and then overthrow you. And then on the other hand, I'm going to watch you how you network and how you make connections and expand things and move. And then I'm going to try to destroy that or whatever, overthrow you. And make it seem like it came from me. I'm going to take your ideas and use them for myself. But it don't work because something about they missed something. Whatever. I love you so much. I'm coming to show you. What is this? In my Boosie voice. Yeah, right. Tell them, yeah, right. Let them turn these kids on you. They tried to be you. God don't listen though. Can we be good, great friends? Can't touch this. Growth. And narcissist demon know they lie. So this goes back to the male and the female that done spells to try to steal what was already yours. Like, these are people that wanted to mimic your damn personality. I just want to throw that out there. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, this is a serious moment. Like, that's a serious issue. You over here mimicking somebody else's personality all in a way trying to make them look bad. And then trying to make it seem like they're the mimicker. You know, that's not really them. And then they being themselves. They showing up being themselves, but you want to keep them from showing up or being in certain places and things that people caught that shit. Maybe that's what it was. That's what they missed out on. Because it's something that messed up in this plot and plan that they had trying to do these spells. The spell was to watch you, study you, then overthrow you and pretend like they're the ones that came up with the ideas in the first place. That didn't work. Plus, you showing up in places and not showing up in certain places exposed them for who they are and what they are. A vibe never lies. But this is a serious issue with somebody trying to mimic your personality. I want to talk like you. I want to dress like you. I want to dance like you and move like you. I want to do what you do, and do what you do, and do what you do, and do. Like, that's a serious situation. And this is the vibe that I'm getting. With both of them. Get that head, get that bread, then leave. So this was the plan. And the whole plan, they thought it was so easy. I don't know, maybe they took your kindness for weakness. That's what I'm getting. Like, you have a kind heart, and they thought kind people were stupid when they're the idiots, of course. But they thought because you was kind that you was dumb. Like, you don't think, like you don't have a brain. Obviously, you have a brain. You're not being somebody else. You're being yourself. So that right there is a giver right there. You have a brain because you think for yourself, to think and be yourself. While they sit here and try to mimic you. You know what I'm saying? Because it was about absorbing the main character idea of a main character, because that's not what you were born for. You didn't wake up and say, I'm going to be the main character. You know, you woke up and said, you know, you learned you as you going or whatnot. I'm just trying to explain this little minded situation. We'll call it that. The devil don't even like them. Wow. So it's just like them being used as bait, you know, knowing that they have a little mind, you know, and they stooped so low to try to not only, I guess, convince you, because it wasn't really convincing to stop you from being you. I guess get you out the picture. I don't know. This is real awkward. It's like, let me tell you about the party, but not really tell you about the party. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm going to be your character at the party, but I'm going to make sure I sabotage you so you don't get the party. Or something like that. I don't know how to explain that. It's just like your name is on the TV show, or you're the character for the TV show, but not your face. They thought maybe if they could be your stand-in. Okay. Okay, boom. They could be your stand-in. And maybe if you don't show up no more, then they could be your permanently be you. This is awkward. This is getting real awkward, this reading, but this is what they wanted to do on both sides. To be the main character, the initiator, the expansion, the networker. But you have to be equipped for it, and you have a blueprint, though. You were made, you know. You are equipped. It's in you, not on you. So they fucked up. Okay. Sing your ass off. You're the shit. Own it. Okay. They want to be you and watch tarot. So they get, I don't know, like, however you do you. Because you know how you do you. They want to do you too. That's the best way I can explain that. You know, because you know how you do you, but they want to do you too. They'll get ratchet. You know, they don't mind pushing it to the limit. They wanted your energy so bad. You know. They thought it was an easy lick. I don't know. They just thought because they knew you. This is somebody that was around you a lot, you know. And you felt it, but then at the same time, it was like weird because it's like, you encourage this person, you know? You encourage this person to be a better them, but they still hated you so and wanted to be you. That's crazy, y'all. You know? That's crazy. It's not just fucked up, it's crazy too. It's like, ooh. While I'm helping you, or motivating you, putting energy into you, being you, you don't even want to be you, but you taking the energy, but you really want to be me. You couldn't be me. You can't be me. What is wrong with you? But this is what I'm getting, you know. This is somebody that you helped. You know, this is somebody that you gave your last, you know, and they still hated you so. This is somebody that you gave your last and they didn't even need your last. They just took it because they didn't want you to have it. They wanted you to look a certain way. What's good was hood. What's good was hood. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. I'm going to get some chill the fuck out and breathe the fuck in. Doing great and grand. Sit happens. Let sit happen to you. What's this? Take a deep breath and let your fucks go. Who needs to give one when you can release them all? Ooh. Guess I'll just chill. All blessed out and nowhere to go. Fuck yeah. You here with Hood having a Hood conversation. Dance in the storm. Okay. So yeah, so this is what they did, you know, this low vibe and masculine, this low vibe and feminine. They wanted to mimic your energy. On one end, they wanted to be the authoritative figure, the leader, the initiator. On the other end, they wanted to be the expansion, the networker, the one in the spotlight or seen, you know, by many. So, and they seen that on you, and they studied you, and they wanted to steal it and stop you from being present, you know. If you just like let down and stop being you, then I can steal blessings from you. I can be the one that's in the center of attention. But they still didn't get no attention like the attention that they wanted, you know. It just didn't hit the same, you know. It didn't hit the same because they was fucking pretending. They was pretending to be somebody that they wasn't. It don't make no sense, y'all. I mean, it makes sense because I'm explaining what we're talking about, but it don't make no sense as far as if for somebody to think that it's okay to mimic somebody else's energy. So, we got Gemini woman. So, Gemini woman may be significant, very passionate, spontaneous, indecisive, witty, warm, compassionate, intelligence, outgoing. So, let's talk about this Gemini woman real quick. Since this is a random flash that came out, what about this Gemini woman? Okay, let's go to that. Gemini woman. So maybe a Gemini woman spies for them, or is their wingman or some shit like that. Who knows? But this is what I heard. But tell us about this Gemini woman. Gemini. Alright, what you got for us, God? Four of Pentacles is our first card. So this could be like holding back, blocked, but at the same time, I'm getting like seeing things from a different angle. You know, a jack of all trades. Tell us more about this Gemini woman. What about her? Now, it's Gemini woman. It came out on its own now. So we know it's female. Okay. Feminine energy. We got the Three of Pentacles. How this Three of Pentacles is showing itself, it looks like somebody's spying in, right? While you counseling with God. Doing your own thug thizzle. Somebody that might be coming up with the plan or whatnot. And the traditional Three of Pentacles is like two falsified motherfuckers that came in. So this could be somebody that they got helping them with the spell work or something like that. I don't know. This could be somebody that's spying on them or whatnot. Take your pick. Tell us more about this Gemini woman. We got the Tower here. You know, the Tower is about things falling. I get karmic ass energy. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that could be done. That's what I'm hearing. This Gemini woman could be significant. You know, whether they went through this, you going through this or something that's going on behind the scenes. But it looks like both of them talking or communicating with another person about them not being able to change courses. Is what it looks like to me. Tell us more about this Gemini woman since she came out randomly. The High Priest comes out. Booyah. And then the Three of Cups comes out as well. So some type of ritual. Some type of third party situation, celebration, some kind of conversation or something like that about what they did in the past, present, or the future. That they did. About trying to be the authoritative figure, trying to get an emperor or somebody or whatever, trying to be the big shot, the star, whatever the case may be. Trying to change fortunes, because Wheel of Fortune came out. Tell us more about this Gemini woman. Shapeshifter, or something going on. Some shape-shifting shit going on. We got the King of Cups. We got the Nine of Wands out here. Remember I said earlier, my Nine of Wands is the hater card. I feel like it's a hater, somebody that watches you on the sly. Oh, what you been up to? But they don't really give a fuck about what you been up to. They just want to see if the spell works. Is them hating on you, evil eyeing you, feeling bad about you, trauma bonded with you, trying to waste your time type of shit. Is what I'm getting. Tell us more about this Gemini woman. Page of Swords, yeah, spying on your ass. Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is here too. Paying money to spy on your ass to try to see what you got going on. I spend a little bit of this time, just enough to get you in this cycle wheel, so then that way I can see what you got going on, so I can downplay your plans, downplay who you are, downplay what you plan to do. Yeah. So then that way I can go behind the scenes and try to pretend and try to be that person, try to get that for myself. But I really don't know what I'm doing, so I have to come back multiple times in order to get the fuel. What else about this? It isn't told a lot. Yep, that's what it is. Secret betrayal. This ain't no fucking friend, the sister, homegirl, whatever, because it said Gemini woman. And I'm asking questions. Tell me about this Gemini woman, wishy-washy bitch. I don't even know this bitch. I'm just saying, though. That's how I felt. We got the Ace of Cups here and the Fool here. Bitch a fool. Wishy-washy, soulless asshole that don't know herself, and she tried to convince you not to know yourself, or to put you in bad situations. She don't love herself, so she wanted you not to love yourself or be put out like you don't love yourself. Talk about you when you ain't in rooms or whatnot, but she would never say it to your face. She a straight fucking coward. You know what it is, though, but I don't know who this bitch is, though, or whatnot. Shit, we don't know her. Shit, it wasn't directed, so it ain't gonna never be fucking respected. Alright, but that's that Gemini that's significant to this read. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a card that flew. Ace of Wands flew way over here. So it's like you took action, regardless if this person was fucking with it or not. You kept moving. They always wish they could be you. It's like even though they try to secretly sabotage or whatever, and they wanted to mimic your energy and act like they was you, but they really ain't got it like that. You're a mimic. You're a decoy. You're a fragment of imagination. You're not you. Okay? When you decide to be you, then maybe we could talk. That's how you gotta talk to her. Cause I mean, seems like she real special. You know. But she spy on you. She not really your friend or something like that. This Gemini woman. Let's continue though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she has to sit there and deal with all the things that she put out, all the lies she put out, or whatever. People want receipts. People want receipts on what she talks about, who she says she really is, and she feel alone. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got nobody to talk to, and you the only motherfucker that kept it real with her. You know, and she feels isolated, but she did that. You didn't do that. She did that. She the one wanted to be spiteful and wanted to mimic off your energy and get you to self-sabotage and waste your time and all of that, because she was miserable on the inside and she seen your light and she thought that she can go somewhere else and try to mimic you, to be you. Now she got to show up with them receipts. Where them receipts at, boo? Nah, we not doing that. Where them receipts at? So yeah, that's that damn Gemini woman. In a bad relationship, bad situationship or something like that. But the motherfucker didn't give a damn about when you was going through your struggle. Actually, motherfucker smiled in your face and laughed about it. Didn't mind using you for whenever they needed you or whatever, for whatever they needed you for. And then go somewhere else and give the good energy that you gave to them to somebody that didn't even give a fuck about them. That's on them. That's not your fault. That's not on you. That's on them. Okay, what else? What's next? We don't want to talk about her. All right. So we got BAPS, CEO, business is booming, sales, sales, sales. Time to create, shine your stars. So it's like, you took action anyway. Something you didn't sell out. He may be mad or something like that. I don't know. That was just like all of a sudden type of thing talking about the Gemini woman. Okay. All right, but business is booming, star. You're shining, like you doing you. Okay. Wish you the best too. Cause mofos be doing a little bit too much sometimes. Okay, so they see you getting recognition for standing in and being yourself. And they have to pay people to be in cahoots with them. I don't know. I just get like freedom out of this whole bullshit because they wouldn't really know if it was more than one or just this one. They wouldn't really know fucking friends any damn way. Want you to oversell yourself, over celebrate them while they don't even celebrate you. Like, what kind of crap is this? But where them receipts at though? Because they gonna have to pay out them damn receipts trying to pretend to be you. And they see you in your glory, being happy. Still the same you know what I'm saying? Just more potent, And they couldn't stop you from being you. Even if they tried, I'm getting like the sense of people trying to throw relationships in your face. Like, come on, go home, girl. Like, what your relationship look like now? Because, everything that they was trying to throw in your face ain't what it is. It's not what it looks like. Yeah. It's not what it looks like. Shit, a vibe never lies. And if it feel and smell funny, it's funny. You don't need to be a fly on the wall to know. You don't need to spend a night to know. A vibe never lies. But you already had your trials and your tribulations, and God protected you, While they was trying to mimic you and throw things in your face and try to isolate you, make you feel like you're not included. That was for your protection. Because everything that was over there was a pretend, was a fragment, was an illusion, wasn't real. And they got to sit in that. They got to, where the receipts at? Run them. Run them receipts. Shit. We prefer cash. Okay. And they just got to watch you in your glory. Watch you glow. Watch, I'm getting the vibe of God preparing a table in front of your enemies. Yep. 5 of Swords comes out. I felt like I was calling numbers. Like I was like 24, 25, 25, 65, 60. Yep. The 5 of Swords. I felt like I was calling numbers when I said yep. What's up with this King of Wands? Tell us about this King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You strong? Internally strong. Tell us about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I heard flirtatious like a Sagittarius or some shit. I heard Beyonce. 10 of Cups. Tell us more about this King of Wands. I'm about family. 5 of Wands. Secret competition with family. And your recognition for yourself. Okay, so we know that these people were trying to put you in competition. You can't believe that people wanted a family life. Like, damn. So it's like, you have the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you can't believe that mofos wanted your skin. That's the best way I can sum it up. Because they didn't just want your happy family life. They wanted to be that man. Or they wanted that man. But this victory I want a man like that look at me like that is what I'm getting, or some type of passion, some type of fire, some type of spark. You know, I want that type of person that's fiery for me, and I want to be that type of fiery type of person because I'm getting like somebody that's not that type of fiery person. They're a coward on the inside or whatever, and they wanted that from you. You have that, okay? A jack of all trades, because the world is here. It's all feminine energy because it has Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Don't necessarily have to be male or female. I'm just saying what it is. It's like a completion. Like you don't, um, you just are. Like you don't force it. And that's the best type of attraction. Is somebody that could just, you don't have to force people to say, oh, you're beautiful or you're handsome. You just are. You know, you're not forcing people to. This is the vibe I'm getting. About this Aries energy, Leo energy, Sagittarius energy, or not. They wanted your fire and your water, your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. How you balance, I'm getting scales energy. How you balance things. How you balance this water and this fire. Oh man, the Nine of Wands comes out in reverse again. This secret hater. Now we just got through talking about this feminine hater. Now I feel like we're talking about this masculine hater or whatnot. He wanted your fire and your emotional security. How you're loving, kind, and balanced, and you don't rock the boat unless it need to be rocked. The Wheel of Fortune came out. So he's mad because he couldn't steal that from you. And he feels exposed, but he got to run them receipts too. He got to run them damn receipts. His plan was to keep you in lack. If I keep you in lack, then you gon' feel less of yourself. So it's just the basic, typical bull crap. Oh, I'm going to show up in the car that we talked about. Yeah, I'm going to throw that in your face. I'm going to show up with the brand new shoes that we talked about. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm going to go and try to get the house we talked about. If we talked about a house. It's like crazy how a motherfucker try to study you because they want to just see what you think, because they want to go and copy and mimic it so they can throw it in your face so you can feel less of yourself. That's the trick, is what I'm hearing. That was his trick. That was his plan. I want to see what kind of color car you like so I can get that color car to throw it in your face. I want to see what kind of job you want to go for so I can get that job, but don't never help you get in. You won't get in, but I'll throw it in your face all the time because I know this is something that you possibly desired. I'm just throwing out ideas of things that God has given to me pertaining to this secret hater that's been hating you the whole time and studying you, and thought that if they threw material things in your face that would make you feel less of yourself and you would stop being you, and they would be the authoritative figure. They would look like the initiator. They would look like this passion, this emotional security. I heard never. I heard never. They could never be me. They could never be me. Hell yeah. They could never be you. Ever. Because you being you. You. Okay, so yeah, this person, like, that's what they did. And they did it in secret, too. And they was doing their little magic in secret. Asking you what you think to try to take your ideas for themselves so then they could throw it in your face. Use you as a scapegoat. Make you look like you was the fucked up one. So then that way they could look like they was the legit one, is what I'm hearing. They was the top pick. Like you was a clown and they was the realest. But people knew because, like I said, you didn't push or pull. You was just being you. You just naturally have that swag, I guess. You know, what can I say? You just saucy like that. I mean, I don't need to gas you. You already lit. You already the flame. Just FYI though. This motherfucker wanted what you had. This motherfucker was studying you. This motherfucker was trying to take your ideas and was doing it behind the scenes. So yeah, it's like a motherfucker sitting in the mirror pretending to be you. Like I'm high vibe. I'm you. Trying to sound like you, trying to look like you, turning to the side like you. You know, want to smile a little bit like you. If you, whatever the hell you, how you do you. Try to walk like you, practicing in the mirror. I'm you. Is what this motherfucker's doing. You know, behind the scenes. Judgment on that motherfucker head though. They gotta come for them receipts. They gotta have them receipts. Where them receipts at, bruh? You too strong anyway. It doesn't work. I mean, how they always would say it too is what I'm hearing. Like, I can't do it like you. I wish I could do it like you. What the hell? Just like me. The hell? Oh. So they loved, from a different angle, same as the feminine, divine feminine. They like how you can attract that passion, that fire, that drive, that will, that intuition. Beauty. Beauty. You're very beautiful, handsome, confident. That confidence. Ooh, if I could just get their confidence from them. Oh, is what I'm hearing. They just show up and show out. It just works for them. It don't work for me like that. So I'm getting. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that shit? You see right through me. How do you do that shit? How do you? Seven of Swords is out here too, in reverse. You see them, and you don't stop being you. Because why the fuck would you do that? You're you. God gave you to you, and why would you? You're here to live. You're here to live. So, along this mimicking or whatnot, they can pull themselves in bad situationships. They tied themselves to people that they don't even want to be with, and people that don't even want to be with them. So they don't even want to be with each other or in the situations that they're in, from trying to mimic your energy, but trying to throw it in your face about what they got. They don't even want to do it. They don't want to do it no more. So the job they threw in your face, they don't even want to work there no more. The relationship that they want to throw in your face, they don't want to be in it no more. The role that they wanted to hold and isolate you and put you out the way, they wanted to be the leader. They don't even want to do it no more. They're tired. Said enough, but they can't. They gotta ride the wave. They gotta stay in that cycle that they put out. I don't know, until God says whatever. That's none of High Vibes concern. They were trying to steal High Vibes energy. So what? Their whole personality, DNA. We just got through talking about somebody mimicking somebody in the mirror. Come on now. We just got done talking about a feminine that wanted to be the one, the star, the expansion, all of that. I mean, come on now. In the replace of you. Both of these energies set back and was a copy. Why? I mean, that's so. With the copy, you gotta stay on a TV show, whatever, the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? They can't, unless they want to just fall completely down to grace. Like, yeah, I mean, they pride and ego won't let them do that. But yeah, this female that never liked divine feminine, that you helped multiple. It ain't just talking about one, but but she was a secret hater. Got in relationships, situations, jobs, whatever, had a whole bunch of children, whatever the case may be. Just giving you scenarios. All to throw it in your face, to turn around and not be happy with what she got. Same thing for this masculine. This masculine wanted you to be in a lack mentality, like you didn't have shit to offer. All to turn around and want to burn out and don't want to be the stand up, want to be a man. Both of them. And it's tower moments after tower moments over there. You know? It's chaotic. It's back and forth. Because they chose things that wasn't from the heart. Wasn't from the core. They chose it because of what it looked like. And what they thought it would bring them. Which was one wanted a lot of, both of them wanted a lot of attention. Ego. So, let's see. Let's keep going. I want to keep going. Shit. Hell, we gonna keep going. I just need to clean up just a little bit, but we're good. There. Let's go. Growth. Damn. So they find out that throughout all of this of trying to mimic you, destroy you, get you out the picture, isolate you, or whatever it was, they were used as tackling fuel. They find out that since they chose to give up their own birthright, they were used as stepping stones. Damn. They hate just cause it's sad. It's what they do. They wouldn't fight you, coward blood. So yeah, so I'm telling you, we was talking about that fire in you. That intuition, inspiration, that drive, that know-how, get it done, pedal to the metal. That grace, the angelic being is what I'm hearing. They always wish they could be you. Damn. It's coming out. So they hate just cause it's sad, that's what they do. They wouldn't fight you, they coward blood, so they wouldn't say nothing. They wouldn't fight for anything. And they always wish they could be you. And it's all about show for them. It's all about being seen. And they wish they had some type of gift to easily, because they got their own shit. They just ain't never tapped into it. Empath, what you feel is true. Mama said, mama wrong again. It's a lot that came out. Oh, they're trying to take all your money. Love you so much, coming to show you. Bitch, I upgrade you. Devil, gonna say whatever, do whatever. This sound like what's going on over there. They have a fake page. They sold to win this. It's time to transfer. Don't waste your fucking time. They're lame, they fake like this. You take care of yourself by enjoying every day. Emperor Father, they could never be you and they're pissed because of it. And jackpot something new. And no, she don't got it like that. Lies, they hide the truth. Yeah, speak on that shit smooth and true to you. God just threw it all out there. But this is what's going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. I might as well should have labeled this as the night, um, the night of the ego Christmas. God keeps saying that to me. Watch these bitches, watch you get your blessings. Yeah. Yeah. So the night before the ego Christmas, because it's been a whole lot of realizations that done came out, not just for 2025, but also 2024 too. You know, a lot of things have been coming out here lately. And you know, it's another thing. This is a side note. Because I was being called to watch um, John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And I was like, I didn't realize, you know, I knew a lot of history about them and everything, but I didn't realize that they passed away in a 5-year span, you know. And I was like, wow, that's something. That is really something. Because I'm pretty good with my memory. But let me see if I can remember though. One passed away in February, one passed away in November, and one passed away in April. And Malcolm X passed away at the age of 39, and Martin Luther King passed away at the age of 39. John F. Kennedy passed away at the age of 47, I believe. And it just dawned on me because I'm like, damn, all of that shit happened in a span of 5 years. And they killed John F. Kennedy first. Then they killed Malcolm second. Then they killed Martin Luther King third. You know. And they killed John F. Kennedy first. And then 2 years later they killed Malcolm. And then 3 years later they killed Martin Luther King. And I just thought that was, you know, something. It's like 0, 2, 3, you know, and the year span. And they was born in the early 1900s, you know, like 1928, 1919, you know, that era or whatnot. And we're in the 2025, you know, just to give you an idea, because if they was born in 1919 or 1925, we in a whole 100 years, you know what I'm saying? Well, thousand years, my bad, y'all, in the game. And here we are, we have Trump as our new president, but previously we had Obama, you know what I'm saying? And just looking at little clues or whatever, you know, people that's placed in certain areas. And this is what we do here any damn way. We read shit. You know, this is God's platform. I'm just the MC. I've been doing this for a very, very long time or whatnot. Just so happy that I'm, you know, sharing it with the world or whatnot. Did I know? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. But it is what it is, you know. But we do have godmothers teaching you things. So you have a god, you know what I'm saying? I'll call them guardians and ancestors or whatnot. But it is here. We also have wedding ring. A gift to be with you forever. I like you. I love you. I will be here. All right now. And then we have how they mad at you because they can't make you be fake. And they want you to go along with F shit. No, hell no. And somebody has Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. Water baby feelings. Okay, so that's side note to the read. And they always hated you since a child. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all as far as the John F. Kennedy, excuse me, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, because I thought that was like, wow, they all died within a 5-year span. And Malcolm X and Martin Luther King both died at the age of 39 years old. So I thought that was something. And they killed John F. Kennedy first. I thought that was something too. So, just, you know, ears that want to listen or whatnot, and maybe you would think the same thing, like, damn, that is something. Because, man, I didn't, sounds a little, you know. But yeah, let's pick this up real quick. and how, all three of them had good reasons for wanting, peace. Peace. They all wanted peace. They had their own reasons for different things, of course, but genuinely, they all wanted peace. And people killed them for it. And we talking about, um, energies that wanted to take down um, divine beings. Just like they wanted to take you down, for being your authentic self. They wanted to take you down because they wanted to be you. They wanted to be the one that was in power, not you. And one thing, side note, since I'm saying this or whatnot, with Malcolm, they turned against him. The Islam people, they turned against him. And I was talking to God or whatever, because that's what I believe in. I believe in God, and guardians and ancestors or whatnot. I don't believe in all of that. I mean, but to each his own, whatever you want to do, that's your choice. But I don't do all that crazy ass shit. I don't want to be a part of them damn groups and everything where I got to do all of that. I just want to do what God want me to do, and work on myself and heal internally. But that's me. That's my lingo, and not to each his own. But I was saying to God, like, that was fucked up how they did Malcolm. Like, he sat there and he pledged to Allah or whatnot, and he followed the rules as he the best that he could, and he changed history because we wouldn't have known nothing about this shit right now, just side note or whatnot. So he did his part. I just felt like it was fucked up how they just did him because um Muhammad or whatever his name was, he was not what how he portrayed himself to be. He was he let his sins get in the way by being lustful towards other women, and then disowning them, taking advantage of being able to have access, using his power to be able to manipulate women out their draws, so to speak, to say it in these terms. But he did that, and Malcolm spoke about it to him, and he turned on him, for speaking the truth. And they kicked him out. That's the whole reason why he ended up getting out of whatever they call it, the Islam's group or whatnot. Like I said, like, I don't know the term because I'm not in that group, okay? And I don't want to be. But if you catch him a jush, yeah, they kicked him out. After he did all of that, all because he spoke out. And then shortly after that, he had to look over his shoulders because we know that they the ones that killed him out. Somebody out of that group killed him. So he was assassinated by his own group. Same as Jesus, they story about Jesus and everything. But, people think nothing's new up under the sun, just as an example, that the people closest to you that you think that's closest to you, watch them motherfuckers too. Shit, the hell? Do you really love me? Do you really care? Well, show me then. A vibe never lies. And if you can't show me, then that shit ain't real. It can't be. And that don't have nothing to do with them buying you all the clothes and shoes and all the material things. You know what I'm saying? Give me what I give you. The same energy I put out, I want to receive. But you walked away just in time, though. God pulled you away from those situations just in time. Each time that they were trying to, I guess, assassinate you or overthrow you or put you in a bad situation, God pulled you out of it. So they felt like they can't have it, so you can't. You're rich in ways people wouldn't. They can't understand. You overstand. So yeah, that's what it was. Like, every time they was setting up plans to assassinate you, to get you out the way. But every time they was trying to execute these plans, somehow you wasn't there. Whether you caught a cold, I heard caught a cold, so you couldn't go. You had to do something else, or you had to be somewhere else, or it was delayed, or all of that was done on purpose for your protection. Why am I getting like Selena vibes? Are we talking about celebrities now? I'm getting Selena. Like, Yolanda wanted you. Yolanda wanted your money, wanted your looks, wanted your stuff. And every time Yolanda was trying to get you caught up, you was always somewhere that she didn't need you to be. She needed you to be in position so she could execute this plan, this execution. But you was never where she wanted you to be. She didn't want you to be able to beady bum ba. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, she wanted it for herself. She said it's not fair. Yolanda wanted your birthright. Said it wasn't fair. That she worked hard all these years and you come in bitty bum ba and make all these hits and change the world and people want to see you and all of that while she put in all this work and don't nobody want to see her. So she started trying to steal money from me, steal energy from me. Well, if I ain't going to be able to bitty bum ba like Selena, you get the bitty bum ba, then at least I can profit off the bitty bum ba. And I can come up with a plan to execute Selena, you, a.k.a. Oh, shit. Yeah. She wanted, man, Yolanda wanted you gone. She said, fuck that shit. This shit is not fair. Pretty face, nice body, talented, take care of yourself, sweet on the inside, kind on the inside, beautiful on the outside. What a combo. What a combo. While she was dark on the inside. You know, evil, vicious, nasty. But you won't be able to tell from the outside because she always tried to dress it up. Make sure she dressed it up. Yolanda wanted to make sure that she was part of the fan club. I support Selena. You, a.k.a. you. I support Selena. I love Selena. I love Selena. You are part of the fan club. No. I never look down on Selena. You. But something just wasn't fucking right about Yolanda's ass. So y'all had to check the books. I need to check the books. I need to see the books, Yolanda. Spidey senses going up. Yolanda feeling some type of way like, oh, why? What's the problem, Selena? I just need to check the books. You know. I get them to you. Time go by. Delays. And these delays could be anything. Where's the books at, Yolanda? I need the books. I need to check the books. I need to file. Because you know that's what it was about when Selena lost her life. Money. Fame. How she didn't. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to see from the outside looking in or whatnot. It was about that money How she could come in, how you, aka you, come in and do very little and get so much love. Because you are love. Selena showed up for her fans, her work. Not just her fans, she showed up for her work. She put herself in her work. Like you put yourself in your work. You show up. And God handles the rest. You just be a bitty bitty bamba. And that connection between Selena and her husband. What's his name? Can't remember his name. Can't think of his name. Can't think of his name. I seen it though. It was a spark. Something that they couldn't deny. It just went. Yolanda didn't have no damn fucking body. At least they didn't fucking tell it in the story. She had some damn body. Maybe she, would have been trying to steal with the steal from the fan club or whatnot. Trying to play it off. Because she loves Selena, you. She would never do that to you. She love you. She love you. She love you. No, not me. Yeah, right. In my Boosie voice. Love Selena, love you, my ass. They sold their soul to win that. It's not fair, is what I'm hearing. It's just not fair. That scene or whatever, if you seen the Selena movie or whatever, like she wanted to be a cowardice and say that she was going to harm herself because she knew what she did. Now she want a guilt trip. I never meant for it to go this far. Yes, she did. You just wasn't at the place where you needed to be so she could execute you. Make you look like something that you're not, or make you not be here. That was the plan. And ride to the sunset. Oh, don't deny the receipts. Tell them don't deny the receipts now. You was happy when you was doing it. They was happily stealing from you. You were a joke to them. Ha, she's bitty bitty bombay while I'm over here dipping in the dang old savings. She thinks she's something. And they fired her. And she got mad. She didn't want to work with her no more. Selena didn't want to work for her. Want her working there no more. You're done. Now, she could have pressed charges. She could have sent her to jail. She could have did a whole lot of things. Instead, you can't work here no more. And I'm pretty sure that conversation went even deeper or whatnot. And she probably read her ass, read down on her ass, like just, verbally. Just told her what it was. Called her out. Called that spirit out. And it triggered something inside of her so that she immediately went behind the scenes and wanted to execute you. Wanted to take you out. But every time she came up with this plan to try to execute you, get you out of the picture, you was never there. God had you go into a different direction. like somebody messing with your transportation or whatnot, and God say, no, don't get in the car, we're gonna walk this time. Then somebody show up and say, let me check on your car real quick, and they do something to it and say, did you know your tire was a little loose? You like, no, that was God. Send somebody. Have you go do this, then provide this for this, so you would avoid the sabotaging, the evilness that they were trying to throw on you. This shit crazy. But God was always there. The title is up there. God had us hide you as a nobody, so that way, God, everybody will know that your gifts come from God, that you was protected by God. They saw God in you. They saw God on you. They saw God around you. Where the receipts at? They gotta pay. They gotta pay for what they done. Empath, what you see and what you feel is true. Hell yeah. Okay, I want to pull these up. Y'all, I don't know. The nights before the ego Christmas, I guess. We read. Shit. The new them looks like your old IP. The new them looks like your old IP. So let's read on it. Start random flashing. So what they tried to pretend to be, because they could never be you. It was always a mimic. This kindness. Ooh, that's what it is. The kindness. The pureness. So now I'm getting like mirror, mirror on the wall type of vibes. Like a motherfucker that they use you as a vision board. It's like you're Snow White or something like that. They use you as a vision board, and then got a group of like supply, like narcissistic supply or some shit. Little minions that they could occasionally feed off of. So they couldn't be you. You stand alone. You know what I'm saying? You're alone. You might be in a group and all of that, but you're original is what I'm getting. So, and you're a loner. So it's very, very hard for this person to mimic this energy of yours. And they had to, I'm getting like they had to keep you close by. Like they had to keep, it's like what's that movie? It said something, the movie, Behold Her or some shit like that. But basically the movie is about these women. This woman, she wanted to be young forever. And it was two women that was in competition with each other. And they end up running into each other at this party. And then she seen her and she was seeing that she was so young or whatever, filled with youth. And she wanted that. She was kind of slightly jealous. But then she didn't know that the woman had took this potion or whatever that would supply her with forever youth. So then she ended up, taking the potion or whatnot. So both of them end up getting this internal youth or whatnot, clashing because they end up wanting this dude. But then the dude that they wanted, it's crazy. If y'all ever seen this damn movie or whatnot, but I think it's like Behold, Beauty Betakes Her or some shit like that or whatnot. I tried to give you guys a quick rundown. I know I was talking pretty fast or whatnot, but yeah, I was trying to give you guys a rundown of that movie. Is the vibe that I'm getting. So it's like constantly having to refill themselves, refill, to hold just 1% of you. And it's an old copy. Because you're constantly evolving, is what I'm getting. You're constantly growing. So you're just in your, you're in your prime or wherever you're at. I'm here in prime, though. Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Swords. They're in reverse, too. The Ten of Cups. They don't get it. They don't get what they tried to get with your beauty, your essence, your purity. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's like bad luck on them. That's the best way I can. It's like being closed out from feminine energy. The womb being cursed because of what they did. Like them trying to take energy from you, trying to sabotage you, trying to execute you, curse their root chakra. Root chakras. Where they won't get the love that they was trying to steal from you, they won't never get it. They won't never see it. All because of that. They'll never see the love that they want, that they desire because they took or tried to take. Yep, tried to take love from you. Try to keep you from loving and being loved and be in love with yourself. So they try to take your free will from you by trying to self-sabotage you. So they'll never receive. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? Side note, all of these cards are in reverse. But at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands is in the upright. The Four of Wands is like commitment, home life, coming together, a union. And the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Temperance, Four of Pentacles, and the Lovers is all in reverse. Man. I just had to take a moment of silence for a second, y'all, because damn. Them playing with you curse themselves. They was trying to play God in your life, and God didn't like that. God had a plan for you and wanted that plan to be executed, and they was getting in the way purposely, so God has things for you. Had to keep readjusting things because we have free will, and they was taking their free will to sabotage you. So since they took their energy, their free will to try to play God in your life, to try to play God, they won't receive the earthly blessing. Like they won't receive what each being receives from God if you be who God wants you to be. They won't receive it because they didn't want to be who God wanted them to be. They wanted to be you, stop you from you being you. So in return, they don't get one. They'll be robotic. They'll be robotic. They'll be a robot. Nothing won't be real for them. And if it even looks like it's going to go in, they'll lose it. Damn. And I say damn because we got good hearts, y'all, and they try to take our heart away from us, and that we wouldn't even want that for our enemy, you know. We wouldn't want that for nobody, you know, to basically curse your root chakra where you don't get that passion, that divine union, that connection, that substance. You'll be numb. It's like the soul being taken out the body, but you still present. Damn. There's nothing you could do. You went through the healing, you know. Damn. This is like a dynamic between like Snow White and the evil witch. Wow. You know what happened to the evil witch? Shit, her ass, she went in that damn mirror and she was done for. Symbolically, but yes. This person don't like you though. This is so crazy though. Going back to it. They don't like you. They have absorbed the darkness completely. They despise you. It's not fair. That's all I hear is it's not fair, it's not fair. They despise you for who you are. That's very sad, you know. It's very, very sad for a person to not only try to take your happiness and want you to be unhappy, and you're not even bothering them. It's not like you're just running around here sprinkling happiness around and saying, take the happy sprinkle. You ain't doing none of that. This motherfucker see your light and feel some type of way about it. See how far you going and how you gonna keep going and how, you know, you can't keep a good dog down. No, 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 yeah. You can't keep a good dog down. No, no, no. And they got a chip on their shoulder. You don't. I don't know. Something about the devil don't even like them well. So it's like I heard, they trying to get some, I just need another hit, man. Just need another hit. So they a whole ass junkie for some spell work or something. I just need another hit, man. Just need another hit. That shit ain't funny. But this the vibe I'm getting. Like, I just need another hit, man. Sing your ass off, you're the shit on it. So you very talented or whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe you're different. Of course you're different. But I'm saying like, the gifts that you have, not many people around you or who you were raised by didn't obtain these talents. So a lot of times when you practice, it was just you, God, guardians, and ancestors. And it could be anything. It could be drawing. It could be singing. It could be dancing. It could be, you know, putting things together, getting creativity. So a lot of times it wasn't very many people around you that had this ability. But God does. God is the Master G. And guardians, ancestors, you know, are the best tutors to have. So that's what God did. You practice with God unknowingly. You were spending time with God all the time from a child. These are gifts that you had from birth. Um, you practice with God and got tutored by guardians and ancestors, and they would do little things like bring things to you, books, tools, shows, visual. You had different learning techniques that was God and guardians and ancestors bringing them to you. And you was practicing. You thought you was alone, but you was never alone. You know, you thought you was by yourself coloring that book. No, you wasn't. You thought you was by yourself cooking that meal. No, you wasn't. Whatever it is. You thought you was designing that new idea by yourself. No. That was God, guardians and ancestors right there. Living your life like it's golden. Jill Scott play that. And lift me higher. Hate away. Stop it. I'm winning. So I'm getting like those times when you thought that you were going through trials and tribulations and you were being isolated or alone. No, those were times that were pulling you closer to God and teaching you more about yourself. Teaching you more about who you are. Avoiding the storm. Because some of them times you might have thought that you was being punished, but you weren't being punished. You weren't supposed to be there because they were trying to execute you. They try to be you, but God don't listen though. And let them turn these kids on you. And that bee ain't got shit on me. Save the last dance. Okay. Crazy ass girl. Mama said, mama wrong again. And they hate just cause it's what they do. Sad they know. They get ratchet in front of a group. And they try to play like they don't feel you, but they do. My butt's so damn creative with words and everything. Just creative. Just different, witty. Very witty. And I don't pay no, and I'm pretty sure you don't either. Pay no damn mind to them damn fucks. You know, when they get to talking mess. You slow. You want to be somebody else. Shit, that just classifies you as not very smart. You know, so why would I argue with an idiot? You know, you want to be somebody else. I just look at shit like that. So, and that's good though, because I feel like with that fire, that passion that you guys have, people try to play with your temperament. You know, that fire. You know, want to play with the damn knots and shit on the damn stove top and shit, and get mad when the food get burnt or whatnot. When shit, ain't nobody asked your ass to come over and touching me in the first fucking place, but it is what it is. So they tried to play with that. You know, they're crazy, they're angry. Well, bitch, we not trying to be somebody that we not, though. So who's the crazy one? Heifer. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta talk to them like that. You gotta come up with shit. Like I got neighbors or whatnot. I gotta name names for them and stuff. And two in particular, or whatever. I call them Bum Bum and Cockroach. Or whatever, and it made me feel better, you know, not to be rude or nothing, but it made me feel better, you know, because, you know, you get a little, it just make you feel better or whatever. So I call them Bum Bum and Cockroach, and every time they trying to do that damn, what they call it, it ain't gaslighting, it's like a form of bullying or whatever, gang stalking, yeah, they call it gang stalking, when they try to do that. Gang stalking and mimicking energy. They try to copy you, mimic, and try to use tactics to trigger you or whatnot, to make it look like you the crazy one or whatnot. And my ass is clever. The best way to be is to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Stand in the truth. Stand in your truth. You know who you are. And they can't mimic the energy, you know? Because you're the idiot. You're fucking with me. I'm just talking about you fucking with me being a damn idiot at the same time. You know? Get witty with them. But yeah, I call them Cockroach and Bum Bum. It made me feel better. So, that's just an example they look at you and think down on themselves. They should, because you're being your original self while they putting on an image and then trying to size you up at the same time. That ain't, if that ain't the most embarrassing, is what I wanted to say, thing to do, to dress up an idea of I'm a gangster, whatever. Then you meet a gangster and they blow your top back, then you, or shit, show you that they got that life or whatnot, and then you, oh no, 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 don't, you're crazy, whatever. Well, personal space. First of all, you should have already known, keep your hands to yourself. Also, keep your energy to yourself too. Shit, basic things that you should have been learned a long dang old time ago before you try to size somebody up with a fake image. You know? So, but they'll do things like this to fuck your life up, to get you to fuck your life up, is, just the gist of what I'm trying to explain with this fire, this passion, this drive that you have inside of you. But you done learned that, You already know that this is what these zombies be doing, or these copycats or whatever, and where it came from. And the main ones or whatnot. I mean, we just talked about your damn Yolanda. You know what I'm saying? That wanted your shit and was stealing money out the bank and try to play it off. No, 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 I love Selena. Cover up. You know what I'm saying? So everybody will say, they loved them, they loved them, they loved them. It's like a damn chanting trance. They were trying to cast spells on everybody. They loved them, but you couldn't tell it. Shit, get to reading them books and shit, pull out them receipts. Can't tell. See, I'm just here to speak the truth. This is God's platform. I'm just the MC, excuse me. And, I mean, you can't make something be that it's not. You know what I'm saying? It either is or it ain't. And in this case, it ain't, She don't love Selena. She don't love Selena. She don't love you. Or he, And you felt it. And you still move in grace. And that's what's up. And that's how God wanted it to be, because they weren't supposed to be getting in the way in the first fucking place. And that's why they asses end up cursing their damn root chakra, and that's fucked up. Because that means bad luck. Walking bad luck on them. That's why if you see why things don't work out for them, why they have so much trouble, that's why. That's your Judas. The motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, try so dang go hard where you can feel it off of them. You always wondered why that's them. Because they've been trying to steal from you this whole time, trying to hold you back. Get to where you supposed to be. And you keep waking up. And you're like, fuck. That's fucked up. You keep waking up. Then they mad. Because if you show up, they'll know the truth. They'll know who's the real Snow White. Snow White. When I realized shit like that or whatnot, before putting like titles on certain things or whatnot, because I didn't know, you find out. That's the beauty of learning. You find out new things all the time. But when I first started seeing people shapeshift, I'll say it like that. Because I was seeing people shapeshift for a very long time. And at first, I didn't have a name for it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I was just a kid. Shit. Why would I have a name for somebody shapeshifting in my face? But I saw it. I could explain as a kid what it was, but I didn't have the title of it. But when I first had my encounters with shapeshifts and shit or whatnot, I'm an adapter. I immediately adapt. I said, oh, and I've been here, you know, and I just built that connection from young to now. Just built that connection. Listen, not being afraid, being open, especially when you are put in isolation and you think that you're not alone. I mean, you think that you are alone, but you're not alone. So I immediately picked up like, oh, okay, so you like to bounce. You know, I didn't know it was personality. I just knew bounce. I knew hop. So you like to bounce, hop, the basics. And I just kept watching, and I would see how many times a motherfucker would bounce and hop, and I would count with numbers. 1, 2, 3. Clever. Clever. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't have a name for it. But I was in training and didn't know I was in training. You know? And this is for somebody. This is for you. You know? High vibes. Because it could be the same thing, but just a different flow. You know? We all have our own connection with our father, right? Our mother, right? The Master G, right? So, I will count it. It did sum it up. Then once I summed it up, I would watch them repeat. See how many times they repeat. See which ones was the original. See which one was the base or whatever, you know. Just clever. And just count it because I didn't have a name for it, but I seen it happening in my face. And then, you know, different personalities that you see or whatever. You see a good side, and I determined and I got to see the good side of a being when they shapeshift, and the bad side of a being when they shapeshift. Because you don't stay one way. Does the day stay the same way? No, it doesn't. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, right? We got nighttime and we got daytime. You know, it's two different flows. Just like the body, we got inside and out or whatever. Just breaking it down for you. Okay. But yeah, I would watch motherfuckers and didn't know that was shape-shifting. Didn't know that they could be filled with spirits. Didn't know, just as I didn't know this was the name of them, but I knew that that's what the hell it was. I knew the energy. So when I first encountered my hater or any kind of hater or anybody that was false, I was already equipped at a young age because I already seen their asses shapeshift and how they conducted themselves with others and how they conduct themselves with me. And habit and routine, because nothing's new up under the sun. I was always clever, just like you, high vibes. So they was never going to be able to shapeshift into your energy or whatnot. You were born for greatness. Like that for you, and still wants that for you, and still is going to give it to you. It's just so happened that in between all of this, it has been decoy, detour, whatever, because of protection. Because certain individuals took their free will to try to play God in your life. Now, they're going to watch you get blessed and get blessed and get blessed and get everything that they were trying to stop you from getting. And they can't get none. They can't get none of yours, and they can't even trying to stop you from being independent, stop you from taking care of yourself. Because you're a jack of all trades. You good with the earth is what I'm hearing. The earth needs you here. And they were trying to take you off. Mother Nature loves you. I'm hearing a lot of people upset. A lot of people mad. And I ain't just talking about regular people here on the earth. I'm talking about the earth itself, Gaia, guardians and ancestors, like a lot. Motherfuckers is pissed off because you came here for a quest, an important quest. I'm hearing very important. That's going to happen, and they took their free will. They didn't even. The God didn't send them here for that. If they couldn't accept the job, they should have moved out the way. Is what I'm hearing. If they couldn't accept the job, if they didn't have it to make sure to get you where you were supposed to be when you was where you were supposed to be. Yep, Wheel of Fortune came out. They should have stepped off. Not play God in your life and try to tell you what you're supposed to do. Or God gave you these talents, these gifts for this reason, for a bigger reason than them trying to just mimic you and take it from you and try to play God in your life and put you in the direction they think is for you. They called on, I'm hearing many witch doctors. They had a lot of people put their hands in this that didn't have no business putting their hands in this. I heard religion. They put a lot of effort. Somebody that was emotionally manipulative and somebody that was nasty, bitter. Will be revealed. Two narcissists. One that's bitter, nasty, mean on the inside and the core. And one that is emotionally manipulative. I'm getting overly sexual with this King of Cups being in reverse. Like that. Like somebody that's perverted. Somebody that likes looking at little girls. Little boys. Somebody that's not right. You know. In the head. And these two mofos are going to get what they put out. This bitter, just couple that you got away from the guy who wanted you to get away from him. God didn't want that for you. What they done behind the scenes or something like that. Man, this is like going into like your childhood or something. Hey, the Six of Cups ain't out here. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Six of Cups ain't out here, but baby, this seems like past energy. Your child energy. Just a little bit of past tense. Queen of Wands came out. So now I heard, because Queen of Wands is a beautiful, intuitive, very passionate, intelligent, hardworking individual. But I heard, Shawty, I'm trying to turn you out. By Tyrese. So they wanted to sell you out. Damn. So it's like, I'm trying to think, because I'm like a movie nerd. See, I'm a movie nerd. But I don't think it's a movie out like that. Maybe it is. It's a movie out for everything, y'all. But, it's like a mother and a father that wanted to sell you over to the highest bid. wanting to slut you out. Even though it's not coming out with the emperor and the empress and all that, whatever, I'm just getting this type of vibe. Then it also could be like a sister, a brother. This also could be like a brother-in-law, sister-in-law type dynamic or whatever. If it's not a mother and a father, it could be a sister-in-law, brother-in-law, or whatever that wanted to slut you out, this was one of the plans, maybe. Yeah. Because remember I said, like, this person was trying to set you up. And the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups came out as the overall. And we still on this, the new you looks like, or the new them looks like your old IP. So, and then the last card that came out was the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, when I see the Eight of Cups, is you walking away from soulless motherfuckers. Cups, they don't have no essence, no depth. And you going over the hills, it gives me Moses vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to separate, in freedom, you know what I'm saying? And speaking about let me go, let me be free, let me be. And then the plagues start coming for these mofos. Them trying to offer you different things to try to get you to stay or try to get you to participate. But the plan never worked. The plan never fucking worked because you don't like them. Shit, you know not to hang around motherfuckers that don't fuck with you. Shit, you alone in any damn shit. Five of Wands come out. Shit, in reverse. You don't compete where you don't need to fucking compare. You like, bye, bitch. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't be in competition. Shit. The hell, I don't like sitting around motherfuckers where I gotta, I'm already humbled and chill, but I don't like all that fake shit. Motherfuckers all up in my face, hee hee ha ha, and you not cool with me. You good? I don't have to show up. You're alright. I can make my own. I'm a jack of all fucking trades. Shit. If I want to kumbaya, kumbaya. If I want to spin circles up in this bitch, I spin circles up in here. If I want to bitty bitty bamba, I bitty bitty bamba up in this bitch. Soulless ass individuals that you're not interested in, that you don't care. That because God knew you wouldn't give a fuck or whatever. Like, that's why God made sure you have everything you need, not just because you have everything you need because it's a ego thing, or that is not an ego. Knows your heart, knows how you are. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna fuck with that shit. You've been doing this shit. You've been training since you was born without you even knowing. Which is the beautiful part about it, because you went even harder without even knowing. So it's way more potent. Because you get the answer. You don't know why you swinging that stick. I'm getting the vibe of Karate Kid. I told you how I'm a movie nerd. The Karate Kid, when he kept telling him, pick up your jacket. Put your jacket down on the floor. Hang your jacket up. He didn't know he was training. He thought it was just, he was like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Like on hoes. And he said, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. You like, I'm tired. Nope. You keep digging. I know who you are. I want you to realize who you are. And that's beautiful. When they say, the best love you get from yourself is self-love. Self-love is God. Because God shows you who you are. And you find out. And the more you find out who you are, the more love you receive. Because it comes from God. All of it comes from God. You know that. So, you didn't know it then that you had to drop the jacket, pick the jacket up, spin the jacket around, whatever, however God had you doing it. But you know now. It was all because of this. Because if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping, boo. And you popping. You popping. So they worried, because none of the tricks and gimmicks worked, and they have to pay back everything that they done. It's exposed, the betrayal that they tried to put out or whatnot. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Like, why even for them to be worried and ashamed? Shit, you wasn't ashamed when you was trying to fuck High Vibes up. Like, what the hell? What is that? What is that? I'm just saying, tell a friend. What is that? These people literally don't like you and wanted to be you and mad because they couldn't be you and tried to use bait or whatever they could use to distract you, bring you down, to come and find out that all that shit was being used as tackling fuel because you're still going to be great. Now, what are the odds of that? Now, that's a surprise truth for your ass. What are the odds of that? For you to sit here and think you're going to sabotage somebody, yet you fueling them. For you not to get none, but they get it all. Everything God has for them. All of it. Everything you thought. Even beyond that. Even what you didn't think about. What are the odds of that? And then it's not even like they didn't get a chance. Because they were told to stop doing that shit. They just didn't want to stop. That's crazy too. You're getting signs to leave somebody alone and you keep on messing with them. You're getting signs that ain't right. Would you like somebody to do that to you? But you keep doing it to them. You're like, oh well, somebody did it to me. So who are they to let it happen to them? That's what I'm hearing. Nobody ever loved me first. I had to fight for my love. So why should they get easy love? No, let me make it hard for them. Shit, I didn't get a job on my first try. Okay? Well, let them struggle for it. Whatever it may be. Whatever blessing that God was putting in front of you to help you. They don't know your heart. They don't know what God has for you. I couldn't sing, so why should it be easy for them to get a job singing? Or I couldn't dance, why should it be easy for them to get a job dancing? Or I couldn't write, so why should it be easy for them to get a job writing? Or I couldn't make movies, why should it be easy for them to make movies? I'm just giving you guys ideas. This is this person, people, energies. Because they decided to be in a falsified situationship and didn't like that falsified situationship, and they seen you being your authentic self and was going to get the situationship however God wanted it to come to you. They felt like they needed to come in and sabotage that for you. Just to sum it up. But they don't want you to be able to commute that shit that way. Because if you can commute that shit clearly, which you can, that's why they want to keep you distracted or keep you all over the place or wanted to keep you all over the place, It was all intentional. That's why you had to be in training. Because with your temper, and they knew that, let's play with your temper, play with your temper, or whatever, you would have blew that whole mofo up. And then God was like, damn it, that's not what we came here for. That's not what I had for you. Let me take down your enemies for you. I've been watching them for a while, yo. Don't worry about it, yo. That's what I'm hearing. Let me take down your enemies. Just do what I need you to do. So, that's exactly what the hell you did. You know what? I got some ice cream in the fridge and I'm going to make me a sundae. And split. Yeah. So now it's like, on one end, motherfuckers trying to figure out what to say. You know, watching you or wanting to come in. But what do you say when you try to sabotage somebody's whole entire life? What do you say about it? What do you say to that? I want to know. What do you say to somebody that you tried to sabotage? And then on the other end, it's like they want to come in and don't know what to say. But maybe if I just avoid the inevitable, I'll just smile like I didn't just try to kill you in your sleep. But me and you know I tried to kill you. This is what I'm getting with this Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Three of Wands in between it. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to present myself, but I'll smile through the process with fake love or fake offering. Because how do you say, I tried to sabotage you in your sleep? Maybe not even in your sleep. I just tried to sabotage you, period. Behind your back. I tried to backstab you, but it didn't work. When I stabbed the knife in your back, you was made of steel. You didn't bleed. Actually, the knife fell out. Or when I tried to stab you, you moved a little bit to the left, and I missed. You moved a little bit to the right, I missed again. So you ducked, and I missed. How do I say that? Oops. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I wasn't trying to stab you, you know. I was just practicing aerobics. What do you say? What do you say? They don't know what to say. This shit crazy as fuck. Excuse my French, y'all. It's crazy, though. Okay, so it's like, suffering, feeling down. Because everything went by so fast is what I'm hearing them say. But everything is going down slow. Damn. It's like they hit the peak. Like they enjoyed trying to sabotage you. It was fun. But it ain't fun no more. And it's slow. When will it end? Shit. It wasn't fucking fun when it was happening to you, high vibes. And it was slow as hell when it was happening to you, too. While they was giggling and laughing and hee having a great grand time trying to make you feel bad about yourself. It was very, very dark and lonely. You know? Let's not try to dress this shit up or whatever. When you were going through the dark night of the soul, or going through your trials and tribulations, that shit wasn't pretty. Thank God brought you through. Yes. Thank God brought you through. Yes. It's all gratitude. But we're not going to dress it up and make it seem like it was easy. It was not. It was not easy. So, it's like I don't know, y'all. This person, it's just that. It went up fast, but it was not fast for you, but it's going down slow. It's like a reverse. Wait, reverse to the left now, y'all. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Everybody clap your hands. Okay, so I'm getting like, um, they got a vision. They got a vision about what was destined for you. And they got jealous. And they wanted to know what was destined for them. But they didn't receive anything. But they got this vision about your life. But never could see into what they had for their life. And I heard God say that was a test. I was testing their spirit to see if they would work for what I have for their life, but instead they got over invested into the vision, the glimpse that I gave them of your life. And that was just a tester. They didn't get timestamps though. They got the vision, but they didn't get the timestamp on this vision that was destined for you. So I'm getting Joseph in the can't remember the Joseph. It's Joseph in the dreams. Okay, so yeah, they got this vision, but they didn't get the timestamp on it, and they just knew it was gonna happen. So ever since then, they got over invested. Yeah, okay, over invested in trying to see when this was going to happen and how they could delay it or hold it up. And in the midst of that, they forgot all about their own destiny and shit, and they never got a date on it. So this love, this richness, everything that God has for you wasn't gonna come in early age. So they thought if they sabotaged you in early age that would stop it. But that wasn't gonna stop it because it wasn't coming in early age. So, side note to the story, something. Damn. God wants you to break free from this overbearing feminine. I'm gonna call her that because she's not an empress. She's not a divine one. She's not even kind. What can you do for me? It doesn't naturally come. She doesn't nurture things. She just wants to benefit. What is this going to benefit me? How's this going to benefit me? Okay, so it has something to do with a relationship. She knows I'm in love with you. In love with everything about you. You're perfect. You love me for me. And they watched you to get the juice. A cheater. Emperor, a father. So yeah, this is a masculine. Bound to no one. It's a masculine that loves you. They think of you a lot more than most. You're rich in ways people wouldn't. They can't understand. You overstand. They were trying to take all your money. Oh shit, so we talking about Yolanda. That's who she is. That's Yolanda right there. God says you got to get away, break free from Yolanda. Yolanda got to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yolanda fully. God said we got to get her up out of here. She's not the truth. She's a falsie. My butt over here being goofy though. But it's time to transfer, and all they do is talk shit, hate. What's this? Marry me today. Y'all, I'm about to hit a record. I've been on her for 2 hours almost. They could never be you, and they're pissed because of it. Cheater, cheater. They want to be you. That nigga broke. Laugh my ass off. They're lame. They fake like this. Narcissist demon. They know they lie. Can't touch this. Bound to no one. Dance your ass off. You're the shit. Okay, so this is a background situation or whatever, because like the same thing that you was going through or whatnot, this is what your person was going through behind the scenes is what I'm getting with all these flashes that came out. They love you so much, coming to show you. Okay. So in the midst of all this trying to mimic your energy and trying to get you to self-sabotage, they didn't want you to be with your person either. But your person coming anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that. Working for yourself. They look at you and think down on themselves. So like, it's like your person is coming and somebody behind the scenes is trying to hold them up or was trying to hold them up the same way Yolanda was trying to hold you up. Let's say that. The hell? I gotta put names on them. So your person was being held up by his own personal Yolanda. So y'all both got Yolandas trying to attack y'all and bring y'all down to keep y'all from getting to each other or to the destination. Yep. Look at him. Your other Yolanda. Like shit. You won't make it to that train station if I have anything to do with it. What the hell? You won't make it if I do you. What the hell? Well, you better run, duck, and hide. Shit, jump that fence. Better run, Forrest, run. Shit. That's crazy. Yeah. You better outsmart them. That's all I can say. Gotta do the Heisman on her. Damn, this is fucked up. So it's like somebody trying to, on your person's side, sabotage everything so they won't be able to make no moves. Yeah. I'll make it to where you ain't gonna have no moves to make. That was their sabotaging. But then they just sitting there in their face. Like, what the fuck? Acting like they didn't try to stop all their moves from them. Keep them from taking chances. Damn. So it's the same energy, like I said, just a different flow. The same thing that happened to you is the same thing that is happening to your person. The only difference is that they tried to stop your person's moves, their movements, them taking chances, having confidence, and moving forward. Right, haha, you stuck with me. She'll never want you. She'll never talk to you again. It's like teasing. Like, who gonna want you now? Haha, who gonna want you now? Like, what the hell? Like, you done fucked it up now. Where's your precious person? You ain't gonna get your precious person no more, is what I'm getting. And I'm getting at this masculine is like, yeah, right, bitch. I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that much. But not saying nothing without saying it, but saying it, you know? Yeah, ha ha, bitch. I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. No. So I'm getting like very chaotic over there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of back and forth because this Yolanda on your person's side just wants some energy, you know. Any type of publicity, any type of comment, and your person knows this. So they don't give them that energy. They don't give them that satisfaction because they know that they just want to feed. And that's how they got them caught up in this shenanigans in the first place. Is what I'm getting. Like, okay, say what you want to say. I'm still going to keep moving. I'm going to put my best foot forward and keep fucking moving, bitch. But on the inside, you know what I'm saying? You won't know nothing about what I'm going to do because I'm not going to give you the energy or the satisfaction. So I'm also getting like this Yolanda, excuse me, Yolanda, on this side is looking for a different direction to play. Because what do when you sit here and just verbally expose yourself for trying to sabotage me and F me off? And then where do you get at thinking that now I want to be in love with you? No, I'm going to get far away from you and never deal with you ever again. See, this Yolanda exposed themselves as in, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. But see, your Yolanda is just smiling in your face like it never happened, even though they tried to stab you in the back. You know. Their Yolanda is admitting to trying to sabotage them and how it's funny how they don't get to move forward, how they're stuck and their moves are limited. And it's not working because that was supposed to make your person explode and destroy themselves. But instead, they're strategic, is what I'm hearing. A thinker is what I'm hearing. And they're trying to use emotions. Their Yolanda is trying to use emotions now. They're trying to switch it. They're like, okay, well, I can't make them mad. So let me see if I can make them emotional. Let me see if I can make them feel sorry for me. See if that'll work. Tell them about all the things that I've done, whatever. I don't know, man. That shit sounds like some bullshit to me. Yep. Empath, what you feel is true, so that don't make him do nothing but think about you more. That's you crazy. Like why did I put myself as a lesson, bruh? As a lesson. Make you stronger. God know what he doing. That's the best thing I can give you. God knows exactly. They say we make plans and God laughs. And it always turns out better than what we thought. Every time we ask God for something, just you can think about something small that you can pray for or ask for, and it end up turning out better than what you could ever imagine from that smallest thing. So God knows what he's doing. So it doesn't matter. And the Yolanda on that side knows that she can't, both of the Yolandas. You know, they try to bring down this union, bring down what God has for you. Only dug a hole fucking Satan even couldn't get out of if he tried. That's how deep of a hole they done dug for themselves, trying to get in the way. So, you know, and they mad because of it too. Like, and on top of that, cursing your bloodline too, man, girl, boy, they something else. So that's what's going on with your persons, on your person's side. Like I said, they going through the same realization of realizing the betrayal that's been going on all this time. Who's zombies? Who's the Yolandas? Who's the evildoers? Whatever you want to call them. Motherfucker wanted to take all their money. Didn't want them to have no resources. Wanted them to be so bummed out and codependent. For real. That's what they wanted. Then they wouldn't look like, they wouldn't have the energy, time, resources, or whatever to make moves. They wanted to narrow down their moves. No, if they can't move, then that means they won't be seeing you. Is what they thought. And if I could separate y'all, then he'll forget about you. Then he won't like you no more. Or I could sabotage him where he could lose the opportunity with you in the first place. You won't want him no more after with him. Like, that's fucked up. You just gonna let her run you out like that? Homie? I can't believe it. I don't believe so. Hell no. Not gonna happen. But this is what I guess she thinks. She gonna run him dirty until he can't be nothing left for you, you know. But you love him for him and he loves you for you. It's an authentic love. A love beyond flesh. It's a spiritual connection. You have a soul, high vibes. They don't. Shit, I'm telling you, this is some slow shit. But I'm going to tell the story, though. You know what I'm saying? This is some slow shit. But I'm going to tell the story. Because, I mean, literally, we got motherfuckers out here thinking they can force somebody into a union. You can't force nobody. You can't make them. If it ain't it, it ain't it. And you can't take the person that is for them away from them. No matter what you say, what you do, how many clothes you buy. You can buy them all the clothes in the world. They don't buy no heart. They don't buy no soul. They don't buy no connection. You can't even buy a heart or a soul, you know? I mean, you probably can find one that's your blood type, but I'm talking about the feeling you feel, you know, your heart. You can't rebuy your heart or your soul. You can't just roll up at Walmart and say, yo, let me get a soul real quick. Yeah, put it in the bag, nice and smooth. You know? So, yeah. They're a little special if they thought that they could stop you guys' connection, the vibe that you guys have. That ain't happening with some trinkets. Okay? I'm going to have all his babies and he ain't going to be shit for you, or I'm going to rough her up where she ain't going to be beautiful no more or whatnot. And y'all going to be two soulless people that ain't going to never get to each other. Is what these Yolandas was on. By the time you get to each other, you're going to be worn out and tore up. The God said, hell no, the fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I heard God, like, you can tell the damn story all you want to, but shit, that shit wasn't going to happen. Not by far. I got a plan. You know? So. But we got to get a good little laugh out of it. A little clarification on it. You know what I'm saying? A little clearing on it. You know, besides, you're here with Hood, having a Hood conversation. So, and which was very interesting, I feel like. This whole shebang, and I cannot wait, you know, to go and listen to it myself or whatnot. Because it's a different ball game when you get to Listen, you know, listen in. You get to catch, same way, watching a movie. You watch it the first time and you don't see things that you saw the first time, the second time, and so forth. So in the same way we was talking about earlier about picking up on people's energies, and a vibe never lies. And you was already in training for this shit. So then that way when you start, your own adulthood and all of that, you will be able to see these motherfuckers. Like, I seen your energy before. So you gonna do this, you gonna do this. You didn't say nothing though. You just let them play at free will, right? You didn't do what they was trying to do to you. They was trying to play God in your life and trying to get you to sabotage and make you feel bad about yourself. So they can pretend to be you or keep you trapped in something or just completely F you off. You know? You was just observing. You was the observer. When it was time to make a left, you was making a left. And when it was time to hit the Heisman, you was doing so. You learn very well. You're a fast learner. You ain't gonna let nobody just bash your head open with a hammer. You're gonna move. But yeah. So while they was doing all of that, you was watching. And you was like Waterboy, 62. I'm gonna remember you. And you do. So when they thought they was getting one over on you, they really wasn't. When they thought they was playing with you, they really wasn't. It is what it is. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading or whatnot. It's been 222, and I'm outie. Peace.